never obsolete. That's just flying in the face of pre-established technological conventions. Everything, everywhere is going to be obsolete at some point. That is the nature of it. You cannot market something as being never obsolete because something will always replace it. As far as I know, we are nowhere near the theoretical upper limit of what we could do with computing because new technology always gets made to surpass that theoretical limit that we see directly ahead of us. It's insane, but also good marketing. Hello everybody and welcome to Kalbus! My name is Lumo and today we are looking at r/AgedLikeMilk, a subreddit dedicated to things that age just so poorly that instead of curdling like milk, they become the oil under the crust of the earth. So let's just get right into it. 1970s cigarettes can't harm your throat. Not one single case of throat irritation due to smoking Camels. Look, there's a reason why we had to make it illegal to advertise tobacco on television using cartoon mascots. I can't tell you what it is, but I'm going to assume that you can put together the pieces as to who the target demographic was for smokers back during those days. It was, not good. Not good. It was actually quite disgusting, really. Literally left millions of retail investors holding the bag today. I'm sick of seeing failed executives make millions in risk-free compensation while shareholders are left holding the bag. So Ryan Cohen made a lot of people very optimistic about his hate for executives running away with retail investors' money, and today he did just that with Bed Bath & Beyond. Look, I'm going to say this in no uncertain terms. The GameStop thing really made people think that companies that Wall Street Bets kind of pokes at makes them think that they'll do good. That's not the case. Wall Street Bets is a gambling subreddit, guys. I think I need to let y'all know that. This whole Bed Bath thing has been just so fascinating to watch. It's been so weird. Oh, this doesn't really work anymore, sadly. Watch Infinity Train, HBO Max. HBO Max thought getting rid of a lot of shows that fans love is a good business practice. One of the best shows, Infinity Train, was given the boot on HBO Max and is no longer streaming anywhere else on the internet. It's now actually lost media, and that's insane to me given how recent that entire streaming service is, that entire show was, you know? Like, it's lost media immediately. And that's so screwed up. But also, the creator has some interesting points about watching it on their Twitter that you should look at. Thank you. And you know what else you should look at? That subscribe button, and the comment button, and the like button, and your friend, whom you will share this with now. I've seen into the future. You do it. Didn't quite play out that way. Ezra Miller is the gender-bending goat delivering Hollywood star of the future! They're calling Ezra Miller the greatest of all time in Hollywood. In the past year or less, he's been arrested several times for disorderly conduct, assault, drunk in public, started a cult, allegedly. The only thing that Ezra Miller is the fastest at is like speedrunning the death of a career. ... CEOs of 7 major tobacco corporations testifying under oath that nicotine does not cause addiction, 1994. Now, I don't think I need to read out the why this aged like milk down in the comments. Just remember that if companies are coming together and creating some kind of monopoly or need to testify together, to assume that they will ever tell the truth even under oath is a joke, but no one will laugh. Anyway, it's so weird that we're talking about this kind of thing of all the companies getting together. I hope they don't do it again. God, it sure is time to go on the Metaverse, isn't it, guys? Nice one, Google. Google.com is a pure search engine. No other. No newsfeed. No links to sponsors. No ads. No distractions. No portal litter. Nothing but a fast-loading search site. Reward them with a visit. This aged like milk because Google is a search engine with weather, with newsfeed, with links to sponsors, with ads, with distractions, with portal litter. Yes. Yes, it is. But this probably wasn't inaccurate back in the day, you know? Like, this is the thing. People are always shocked when companies grow and start to do things that we don't like, you know? Good example that's gonna resonate with a lot of you. Flip Studio. It's now a subscription service. Substance. Now a subscription service. You know, it's just kind of the nature of the beast. All things age like milk when money gets involved. Milk spoils fastest in the summer. Man who injects oils into his muscles isn't planning on stopping anytime soon. Brazilian hunk bodybuilder who used synth oil into muscles dies at 55. Oh, God. There is no shortcut to success. And when it comes to bodybuilding, and I can say this with certainty, it's a long and hard road. Never do synth oil. If I catch any of you doing synth oil, I'm popping your biceps. Just lift the weight. Just lift the weight. Best decision ever! Oh, it's this. It's this. Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of true though at the time. Like, the business decision wasn't sound, but Sony probably only wanted the one that they could guarantee a profit off of. And then they went on to release such hits like Morbius. And then they morbed all over the box office. I don't think I need to tell y'all that the rest of the Marvel characters became only somewhat successful, kind of like a hit indie venture. I think y'all might have seen one or two of the films. But yeah, no, this was a boneheaded decision on Sony's end. Oof! Leslie Grace. Blessed. Thank you endlessly for this experience. I cannot wait for the world to see what we made. Hashtag Batgirl. They are not releasing Batgirl in theaters or HBO Max. The $90 million project is effectively dead. I am so sorry, Leslie. That is very unfortunate and highly cringe of the studio. Like, this is the thing. This is the same freaking brand, right? This is the same brand that released Justice League twice. One of them in a 4:3 ratio. So They said it was because of quality, but again, it was the Justice League people. So, you know what I mean? What quality? Well, that didn't happen. Elon Musk. I'll put a man on Mars in 10 years. Look, Musk is kind of dead to me. Don't get me wrong, I didn't have a high opinion of him to begin with, but apparently the entire Hyperloop thing was because he didn't want high-speed rails because he's uncomfortable in them. That's literally it. That's literally it. And he gave some crappy whataboutism of like, what if someone on there is a killer? That's cool. I drive. That's so much more dangerous than just taking the T, my dude. Ah, God. That's a man who's aging like milk. Good God! Haro Schoolboy killed by a single punch after telling Bouncer, "You'll work for me one day," but he did not go on to be his boss. Wow, that is such like a blunt and somewhat like darkly comedic explanation in the comments. But he did not go on to be his boss. Unfortunate for the loss of life. This kid kind of sounded like a prick, but he didn't deserve to die. I'm sure it was an accident because the bouncer was just strong. But still, it sucks that sucks that somebody died. Fighting someone should always be the last resort. The comments have the right of it. What a difference 4 days makes. Erica Wolf Jones. I just want to thank everyone for the well wishes and prayers. We are actually stronger than ever. God bless. Alex Jones' wife says she's unaware and upset her husband sent a nude photo. No, I don't want to see Alex's Jones. Nobody wants to. Oh no, he sent his wife's nudes. Okay, that went from being a funny nameplate to like, dude, what the hell? You don't do that. You don't do that. No, seriously though, sending someone's nudes to somebody else unsolicited is actually a crime. Don't do that. It's scummy, but it is actually illegal. Thomas Cook Airlines Twitter replying to a customer 6 hours before the company suddenly liquidated, becoming the worst collapse in UK history. Hey Rob, our flights and holiday operations are operating as normal. Ham. We're sorry to announce that Thomas Cook has ceased trading with immediate effect. This account will not be monitored. Please visit this address for further information. Ooh. In 2019, TCA, an over 100-year-old travel company, ceased operations without warning, leaving hundreds of thousands of travelers stranded throughout Europe. This became the largest UK airline collapse in history. Yikes. I will be real, I doubt that customer service rep knew what was coming, but that did not age like milk. That became cheese. Well, in Cincinnati, we believe a person using his elected office to enrich himself and his family is corrupt and unacceptable and must be rooted out. PG Sittenfield found guilty of bribery and extortion charges. Remember, if someone says something like this unprovoked, they're probably doing it. I'm not buff. Since IKEA admitted the meatballs were actually Turkish, IKEA's real Swedish food book. That's good. That's cute. I mean, it's unfortunate. I don't like being lied to, but I do find this hilarious. He went on to succeed at murdering 13 people to prevent earthquakes. Hubert William Mullen was born in April 18th, 1947 in Salinas, California. His father was reportedly stern but not abusive. Not long before Herman Mullen's 5th birthday, his family had moved to San Fran. Mullen had numerous friends at school and was voted most likely to succeed when he was 16 by his classmates at San Lorenzo Valley High. One of America's most prolific serial killers in the early 1970s, he murdered 13 people in California, claiming to have done so to prevent earthquakes. What? That makes so little sense. I hope we got him. Did we lock him away? But just, man, weird. The Quake 2 Killers! Games that'll kick Quake 2's butt! Oh, Daikatana Duke Forever Klingon Honor Guard! Daikatana released the negative reviews. Duke Nukem Forever was stuck in development hell, releasing in 2019 the negative reviews, and Klingon Honor Guard got a mixed reception. Quake 2 ended up being a financial and critical hit and is generally considered a classic. You don't mess with the established. You don't. You really don't. You gotta go off and do your own thing. You can't compete in the same space. You really think something is going to dethrone Halo despite Infinite being the way it is? No, because you can't be Halo. It's like how nothing's come around to replace Team Fortress 2 yet, because you can't be Team Fortress 2. You have to do your own thing. There will be things in a similar niche, like Overwatch, which wants to be everyone's favorite gambling sim. Oh, well, I guess not anymore, since loot boxes are gone. But, like, it fills the same cartoony shooter niche that Team Fortress 2 did, but achieved results through a mass media campaign and also being generally fun for the first, year. You know, you can't surpass somebody by being a clone, and that's the same for games. And that's all the time we have here today on Kalbus. If you like this, make sure to subscribe, leave a like, maybe share this with a friend who could use a reminder that Quake Arena was a rousing success. If you do want more r/AgedLikeMilk, there'll be another one popping up on your screen in just a couple of seconds. But until then, my name has been Lumo, and I hope to see you in the very next Kalbus video. Have a great rest of your day.